What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rapclout Official Interview. It's your boy Art. Today we got a very special guest, Rich Young. What's up, my brother?
I'm chilling, bro. You already know, man. Regular, man. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
I appreciate you for stopping by. First though, you from Yonkers, right? So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. What's it like growing up in Yonkers?
You already know, regular. I mean, I love my city. For the most part, though, this shit kind of boring. It was way better back in the days. Like my era when I was running around as a young nigga and all that, it was way more shit to do. Now this shit is just terrible. I ain't even gonna lie. There's no type of entertainment. Like, you gotta go to the city and all that if you want to have fun and shit.
You feel like yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like Harlem. I mean, downtown Manhattan, shit like that. There's nothing out here as far as entertainment. This shit is terrible.
You feel like that's why kids are just in the streets nowadays because they don't got no like fun shit to do. You think that's the reason?
Nah, I really more. I feel like it's really more so on you. I can't even really. I mean, I can't even really say the parents. You know what I mean? Because it's kids that was raised in good homes. I mean, these niggas that ended up in jail, long prison sentences. Niggas that got murdered. So I really don't even think that really play a part. I think it's just you as a person. Once you get to that age where it's like you know what you want to do, you know where you want to go in life, then that's on you. I don't really feel like nobody could point you in that direction but yourself, to be honest with
you. So when did Rich Young figure it out? When did you figure out what you wanted to do and started chasing that?
My nigga, for real, my nigga, I really still don't got this shit figured out, my nigga, but you already know I got a daughter, my nigga, so I got a person that I'm responsible for, you know? So before anything, you understand, that's always on the mental. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever move I got to make sure that's the best move for her, nigga. Something happened to me, nigga, shit gonna crash. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, something happened to her mother, shit gonna crash. So I always got to make sure, nigga, I'm protected, nigga, at all times.
Now, I want you to break that down. What do you mean I still don't have this shit figured out? What do you mean by that? You mean you're not confident? Yeah, go ahead.
When I say I don't got shit figured out, I'm saying like as far as like, nigga, I mean, life, my nigga, like, I don't give a fuck if you a millionaire, my nigga, like, you could be broke, nigga, within that same week, depending on what happened, depending on the situations that you tied in. You never know what's gonna happen the next day. You don't never know what's gonna happen, the next week. You understand what I'm saying? So I really don't got shit figured out. I'm just pretty much rolling with the punches, bro. Keep it official. But you don't get it twisted, though. I'm still taking care of my responsibilities as a man and doing everything that I got to do as far as living my day-to-day life, making sure my daughter's situated, making sure I'm situated, making sure my family is straight. And that's really the most important. As long as my family's safe, healthy, and shit like that, I can't really be mad at nothing else. Be honest, as long as the family good, everything else should be situated for real.
Yeah, man, I definitely gotta give you props for your mentality on just family, relationships, those kind of things, man. I gotta give you props for that because when I was scrolling through your IG, I see you show love to your BM. You sound like a person that's rich in family. So, like, what is that your motivation, or do you have other things, other tools that are driving you to to succeed? Or is family number one motivational tool?
Yeah, family's my number one motivation, bro. 100%, my nigga. My daughter being the most important person. You understand what I'm saying? Because my daughter, she didn't ask to be here. You understand what I'm saying? But besides that, you already know mama love, grandmama love, the regulars. I always had a good support system growing up. So you already know. I told myself, like, when I got older, I'm going to make sure that everything my grandmother did for me, I'm going to make sure that I could do the same thing in return, nigga.
Now, talk about
before she passed away, man, I just wanted to make sure, before I leave, he's situated. I ain't really got to make sure that I ain't got to be on his back. He good financially. He's taking care of his family. Like the regular shit that you raise in a household to do, I got that down. So I already know she's happy about that. Because my father, he wasn't even in my life at all. You understand what I'm saying? Loved him. He passed away 2016. I loved him, but I didn't like him. You understand what I'm saying? So that was my whole thing. When I bring something into this world, I never want to be like that. And I was never like that. You understand what I'm saying? Me and my father, we two totally different parents. You know what I mean?
Did you get a chance to build with your father? Did you get a chance to express some of those feelings with him?
Yeah, my pops know I didn't like him. He know I loved him. He know I didn't really like him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really build a relationship with my father until I was like 13 years old. I mean, and by then I had already jumped off the porch already, so it wasn't really nothing that he could really. I mean, not saying that he could. You know, you can always learn. You know, my pops was older than me, so of course I could gain knowledge from him and shit like that. But by the time I met my pops, I was already in the streets already. You know what I mean? So it's like he couldn't really mold me. You know what I mean? To where he wanted to be. He gave me general advice, shit that still stick with me, and shit that I still, you know what I mean, live by, basic morals, values, and principles and shit like that. But I mean, really, I learned everything I know from my mother, my nigga. Really, mother, grandmama, love. Those is really who raised me. And my great grandmother, God bless her dead, she passed in 05.
Do you ever think about it though? Do you ever just sit down and think like maybe if Pops was still here, I would have handled stuff a little different, you know, try to get that relationship.
That's the thing. I told you I didn't meet my Pops until I was like 13.
Yeah.
But he was always around. Like like I was always accessible. You feel me? He was just you know me. He was just living his life.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like he was more so focused on himself, which I'm not even mad at him. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, I had a great support system coming up. You feel me? The only thing that he could have did was like really add to that. I mean, I was never fucked up on no level. Like, I mean, I didn't come from no struggling family. I come from like a family of working people. Like, I never was in that situation where, I mean, I was ever fucked up or nothing like that. So, only thing he could have did was just add it to the situation. I was good.
Yeah. Man, I'm in the same boat with you because I haven't met my pops yet, you know, and I'm 22. So I always think about it like kind of in your perspective. I don't think I'm mad at my pops if I do ever get the conversation. If I do ever get a chance to sit down and have a conversation with him, I don't think I'm mad at him because there's no manual on how to be a parent, right? Like you're kind of learning, you're growing. So I can't be mad at somebody who just couldn't figure it out because there's just not an instruction on how to do this shit. You just gotta you do it. You have a kid and you do it. You just gotta man up or you don't.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, like you got motherfuckers that turn parents at 15. You understand what I'm saying? And they still great parents today. So it's all on the person that you are. I mean, what morals and values do you have? Like, you feel me? Like I said, that all come down to how you was raised, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it all come down to at the end of the day.
I agree, man. Now back to the music. When did you say you started rapping for a minute now, and you said so when did that journey started for you? Like when did I'm a rapper, I'm an official rapper, when did that title, you know, became so serious for you?
When I caught my first serious case, I had caught a drug sale. It was a serious case at first until I copped out. But I had caught a drug sale in my neighborhood. I got locked up, went to my county jail for like 6 months, and then that's where I started writing. I mean, I got locked up March 2012, came home September that same year. Within that week of me coming home, my man put me in touch with a nigga that he knew that had a home studio, and then we ended up building our own relationship. My son Khalif, and then that's how that got started. Like, I mean, he pretty much, it went from me paying him for studio time, and then he seen my drive, he seen where I was trying to go with this shit, so he just started to let me rock out because he seen that I was serious about the shit. And I was a lot more serious than a lot of niggas that was coming to him recording. He seen it.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to go too much into details on it, but I just want to know, like, how did being locked up change your perspective, man? What did you learn?
It changed my perspective. Well, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I was hustling. I mean, I was selling drugs, so I already knew sooner or later that was gonna come. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was hustling in my neighborhood as a young nigga, but like I always had the mindset of, I mean, like sooner or later, it's but so many times I could slip through the cracks. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to hit one of these jails. I mean, whether it be a juvenile facility, which I never hit those. I didn't go to jail until I became an adult. So that was good. I caught my first felony at 23. I mean, I went to the feds. I mean, and that was my first felony, a fed bid, a federal case. I mean, I never been in New York State prison. I was in the feds. Did 4 years in the feds.
Now, is that case still affecting you to this day?
Yeah, I'm on papers. I'm on federal papers. I get off papers this year. I get off this October. So I mean, I'm just trying to stay out the way. I mean, and do everything I mean I gotta do. I mean, just stay out the way, man, and just stay low, get off papers, and then that way I could be fully free after that. I could do whatever I want. I could travel, and it'll be like that leash should be off of my neck.
Yeah. So would you say in a way that the case kind of helped you stay focused because you couldn't do nothing? You had to stay in the right course. So did that case in a way kind of give you the peace you needed?
Hell yeah, 100%. If you ask any of my men, like when I came home, it was a whole different me. I'm nothing like the way I was when I got locked up in 2015. I'm a whole different person, full 360. All my men will tell you that.
Yeah. So when did let's say not when, but the new record that's out featuring either Don, is that his name?
Yeah.
I don't want to mispronounce.
Yeah.
Talk about that record.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's the new single that you pushing right now, right?
Yeah, that's the fact, Zaza. And it's crazy because I recorded that way before 6ix9ine had put that shit that he put out.
Yeah.
I recorded that shit way before. I mean, that song like it's fairly old. I mean, that was just one of the songs out of the catalog that we chose to shoot. I mean, me and E, we've been recorded that. I mean, but yeah, though, that's the bro. I mean, my son Eat It Down. Y'all gonna see new music from him. A lot of new music for him, all 2021. I mean,
yeah. Hey, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm glad you somewhat brought it up. So, being that you from New York, you know, what's your what I'm sure you have some thoughts on dude that's running around.
Oh,
I don't want to say his name, but I'm sure you have some thoughts on 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, sometime coming to an end. Like, I mean, sometimes his time coming to an end. I don't get that nigga no. I give him probably maybe another 2 years. Then I think he's gonna fade out. I mean, I think his momentum is definitely dying out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you feel about his trolling though? Do you think it's disrespectful? Like the shit he says about
I think that's like 50%.
The Pooh Shiesty shit he just said recently, you know, about his brother, like when he comment under the post and he said, didn't your brother just die? Like when you hear stuff like that, what's your reaction to that?
I just think to myself, like, that's something that I feel like that's something that niggas expect. That's something that niggas expect him to do. And I mean, he's been doing this already for years now. So, like, feel me? And me personally, I feel like that's where like majority of his money is coming from. Like, I mean, I don't really feel like he's making, I mean, majority of his money from music. I really think that he's making majority of his money just like, you know, just trolling on the internet. And I mean, I'm for sure Instagram is paying him a nice, lump sum of money and all that. And I mean, for like when Son go live, the amount of viewers that he get when he go live, I'm for sure all of that turns into money. And I mean, plus the amount of followers, plus the amount of likes that Son get on his pictures and his videos when he posts them. So I'm for sure. I mean, that's like where like a lot of his money is coming from. I really don't even think a lot of his money is coming from music. I mean, because where's he doing these shows at? Like, you feel me? Like, he got so many niggas that want his head. He got a lot of security, but it's just like, how could you, where can he do a show in the US to where like he could really feel comfortable?
Man, do you think that's a dangerous game? Like, would you recommend the young bulls? Because I know some of these young kids, when they coming up, they look at stuff like that and they look at it as the easy way to get on. Like, would you advise them? What advice would you give to the young kids that just looking at situation like 6ix9ine and thinking at home, man, this is probably the easy way for me to get on. Let me hop on this train.
The only advice that I would give any up and coming artists coming up is just be yourself. Originality is that's the best way for you to get on. People want to hear something that they never heard before. I mean, like people, like a lot of niggas is like imitating rappers that are already out. I mean, taking certain rappers' flows, taking away certain rappers do their choruses and shit like that. It ain't really no originality. I mean, be original. I really feel like you're not gonna have no issue.
Okay.
I mean, all of the niggas that was they self and they came into the game and they sound like they self. Those are the niggas that was really prospering. Like niggas like Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Pop Smoke, just to name a few. Like they all got their own sounds. And I mean, they don't sound like nobody else.
Now, yesterday was the 26th, I think it's 26 years since Biggie the incident with Biggie, man. How's that brother had any influence in you growing up?
Yeah, definitely, of course. Just like I think he had an influence on like majority of the people that came up like in the era before me, and like some of the, you know what I mean, I say about 60% of the era, the niggas in my era too. You know what I mean, you talking about Biggie, bro. You know what I mean, that's a legend. You know what I mean, when you think of New York, when you think of New York rap, you can't do nothing but think about Big. He's always gonna be a nigga that come up. You know what I mean, so you gotta pay homage to that.
I like that, man. All right, just a fun question I want to ask you. Ready to Die or Life After Death? Which one is a classic?
I like them both, but I'm gonna keep it official. I'm definitely gonna say Ready to Die. The reason why I say Ready to Die is because that's the first album. You know, the first album, like niggas usually put they all into the first album because I mean it's first impression. You know what I mean? And I feel like Life After Death, I feel like that was a more commercial album. I feel like that was like an album where like more so he was trying to cross over.
Yeah.
I mean, he was trying to gain another, he was trying to reach another set of people. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We're ready to Die. I feel like it was like real authentic, and I feel like it more so catered to the streets. You know what I mean? And it got massive radio play like it was a commercial CD, but in all reality, Ready to Die was far from a commercial CD.
Yeah, I agree. Now back to albums. When you know the single Zaza, like I said, you're pushing that. Can we expect the album coming?
If I hook up with you, say that again.
Can we expect an album coming? Because I know you're pushing the single right now.
Yeah, I'm pushing the single.
Can we expect the album coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna put together. I got an LP coming soon.
Okay.
I don't know the specific date, but I definitely got an LP coming soon. I mean, in 650 we trust. I mean, so
is it complete? Is it complete or is it in the works right now?
Nah, I ain't even gonna lie, it's actually complete. But I mean, I wanna record some more songs. I mean, and I really wanna, because like I said, this is first impression. This is gonna be my first full-length project. So I wanna make sure that, I mean, everything is on point. And I wanna make sure I give niggas a good project. I mean, I'm not gonna rush it. There's no reason to rush it.
I like it, man. All right. Is there anything else you wanna let us know before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, man, you already know. Just be on the lookout. Because I got a 9-artist roster, so it's not just gonna be me, man. Y'all be on the lookout for, Rich Young. Y'all be on the lookout for Eda Dom, Vinci, Bando, 650 Reek, Kim Black. Kazi Low, free my son Biggie Racks, who was also a part of this, man. My bro, unfortunately, he got a lot of time and all that, but I talk to him regularly. He know what I'm doing out here. I'm keeping this shit going. You already know we just gonna stay positive. I'm looking for artists. So if you got talent, send your music into my email, 650richyoung@gmail.com. You already know. I look at my email every day, so I'll definitely get back to you for sure, 100%.
Hold up. So Eda Dawn is your artist?
That's the bro. I wouldn't really say that's my artist, but he let me control the whip because he already know, that I'm serious about whatever it is that I do. He see I've been pushing this shit for a long time. You know what I mean? This 650 shit, it's not new. You know what I mean? Like, we just got indicted by the feds. So that shit put shit at a standstill. You know what I mean? Because we was all gone. I was the first person home on my indictment that was recording. You know what I mean? So it was my job to come home and keep this shit going, and light the torch back up.
Facts, man. All right, y'all heard it, man. If y'all got music you want to push, you know what I mean, send that to the email. Yeah, man. Rich Young, we appreciate you for stopping by Rapclout. Great conversation. We love the music over here, so we're gonna let you slide out. It's Rapclout Official Interview. It's your boy Art. Rich Young. We'll see you.
So, bro, you already know. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Love.